it! Your improvisers from my left.
Dave, Christian,
Andy, Susie,
Meryl.
And on the piano we have the great, cat-loving Devin Farnham. And on the lights, I'm not sure if he's a cat lover, but we love him, Michael Fleming. Now, both Devin and Michael will also be improvising all the music, all the lighting cues. So they're making it up as they go along as well. So what are you here for? That's existential. That's not so this show, this is how it's gonna work. In the first act, you're gonna see a series of unrelated scenes. They're all like the start of a brand new story. And at the end of the first act, you'll see that there's a shadowy figure in the back named Stephen Anaker. Everyone goes, ooh. Stephen is back there keeping tally on what we're doing. And then at the end of the first act, he's going to come up and review for you what you've seen, and then you're going to get to vote by phone. And then we are going to do whatever story gets the most votes, that's the one you're going to get to see in the second act. Did we work out the phone thing, Shadowy Steve?
We did. Numbers ready to go.
Good. Woo! All right. Set back. So the only other thing to know is that we're going to be coming to you often in the first act to get suggestions to sort of inspire our stories. So we want to warm you up for that. Whenever we ask for a suggestion, just yell it out loud and proud. So like, start out with an easy one. What is your last name? What The other night, I watched Dirty Dancing, and it still holds up.
Again?
No. So good! Now, it still holds up! Swayze is a god. Anyway, the point being, would you please yell out a movie from your youth that you still watch? I swore I heard Game of Thrones, which might be really young. And finally, what's a book you read where you were like, eh?
The Giver!
The Giver! Alright, I definitely heard that one. Game of Thrones, right. So, here is your first real suggestion that we're going to use tonight, okay? What is an object that you could possibly see at like a fancy auction?
A watch!
A watch! Great, thank you. We're going to start with a watch.
Show up.
You keep saying that.
Well,
you know, you're manifesting reality.
I know.
Just keep saying it.
Honey, I'm not manifesting reality. I'm just being
realistic.
Realistic.
Being realistic.
I was going to say obvious, but realistic. And yes, that's what I meant.
Okay. Plan B. He doesn't show.
We go out just the two of us?
Really?
What was a time that you and I just had
Leonard,
a
really?
normal...
Okay, that is just gonna, I just can't, I don't know. Like, this is the kind of moment where we're all like, forming a team, you know, forming a team.
Look,
Leonard, stop.
It would be just us. We could go to that sushi place that opened over on 22nd Street. It would be lovely. Look,
I think he's got cold feet.
he very well could have cold feet.
That's what's happening here.
But it's not your...
What'd you say to him?
It's not my fault.
Yeah, what'd you say to him?
I said
Leonard.
a very forceful and independent woman. But that's a sexy thing.
It's sexy thing. It's sexy to you.
It's sexy to me, and hopefully it would be sexy to him.
I don't think that's all you said. I don't think that's all you said, Leonard.
Just because I have... You cannot be blaming me for him not being here just because I am a little bit hurt that you and I don't go out, just the two of us.
Got it. Got it.
It's not like
So,
I planned
no, I
for
got
him
it.
to be...
No, I got it.
No.
Okay, so-
No, you know what? I'll call him.
Okay.
I'll call him.
Okay.
Have a seat. This is your birthday, after all. It's ringing. Wait, listen. I could have just texted him, but I'm actually calling him. I've got a voicemail. Would you like me to leave a message, or would you like me to check who's at the door? Hey, I was just calling you. Come on in.
You're, Leonard.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes. Good. I'm glad you're here.
You look like your picture.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you here. Would you like a drink?
Yes, I would.
Oh, good. This is my lovely wife and birthday girl.
A strong one, right?
Yes.
Strong woman.
Yes. Let me get a drink. What would you like?
Scotch, please.
Oh, well, not a lot in that, is there?
So do you like Charles, Charlie, or Chuck?
Charles. I tried on Chuck when I was younger. Didn't really stick. You go by Rachel or?
Rach.
You go by Rach? I like that. Thanks very much. You go by Leonard or Lenny?
Len.
Len. Len and Rach.
I'm gonna put on some music and I'll be right back.
It's a nice place.
Yeah.
So it's your birthday, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. Can I guess?
Can I get a location where you might need to wear a uniform? A military school. Is that what you said? A military school. Thank you very much.
Why, yes, the general is in. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, no, he's available. Well, I would say he's otherwise occupied just temporarily. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Yes, I would say that is true of the general. Mm-hmm. Really? No. He said all that. You just never know what these gentlemen do, you. Why, yes, I would say that, yes, well, getting back to matters at hand.
I got the ice.
Won't you hold on just one moment? Thank you.
Don't you want me to spread it on him, or?
Just his lower back is where the problem is. That usually picks him right up. Maybe on the forehead.
Can I touch him, though?
Of course you have to
He's a
touch
general,
him.
though. You'll have to touch a general?
How else are you going to do it? Did you bring tweezers or forceps?
No.
Well, then I guess you'll touch him.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but sometimes new recruits, right? Oh, ha ha! Yes. Really? Well, my goodness. Isn't that just the thing?
Okay, there we go.
Okay, I gotta go. But, why, yes. Yes, have the corporal call back later this afternoon. I think that'll be just fine. Oh, sure, an hour or so. Okay, toodaloo, bye.
It's just sort of slipping off. It's so hot out. It's just melting. He's very hot. I can feel the heat from here. I'm trying not to actually touch him, but he's very hot.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Well,
I don't suppose you'd be putting ice on him if you were very cold and you'd get a blanket.
He's quite hot. He's sort of disturbingly hot, though.
Have you ever considered self-doubt isn't a useful tool to get you ahead in the world?
What?
Just something to reflect on.
Get some more ice. Is he running a fever then?
Apparently.
Would you like me to call one of our doctors?
Why? Are you feeling poorly?
No.
Then I see no need. I seem perfectly fine. Yep, I'm fine.
We heard you were coming for a visit. The general actually made an announcement over the loudspeaker that his wife would be coming.
Isn't that nice? It's good to give people a heads up.
Sit by.
Thanks.
God, we'll get some.
My mama told me that your daddy's trouble.
Yeah.
Is your daddy trouble?
That doesn't mean I'm trouble.
Taking too long to break at the same time. Alright, I'm taking my 10 mix, alright?
I could be a little bit of trouble.
Mama says that certain kinds of trouble run in families, and I should avoid any suspicion of trouble.
Chinsky, you suspicious of me?
I didn't say that, Alan, exactly. I said that your father has a reputation. And I'm just curious to know.
What are you curious about?
If you're anything like him. Are you anything like him?
Well, we got the same hair. And, you know, kind of tall like he is.
But do you gamble?
Well, my pa gambles like at the racetrack. And, you know, I've never been
That's why we're
there.
having this conversation.
I've never been there. Life is full of risk.
Do you get kind of a yearning when you go by the racetrack?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the racetrack ain't for me. I find there's lots of gambles and risks in life that are exciting running.
My knees pressed right up against your
Oh,
thigh. I'm sorry about that. There's no real room on this bench.
It's okay to gamble a little bit. Don't you think, Jessica?
Feel like taking a little gamble on me.
Showing off.
I think that we're starting something here
Thighs touching your knee again. You're shaking a little bit.
Alright, Jessica, your 10's up, my turn. You're on front counter for a while.
then. Thank you, girl.
Gotta go.
I think I'm getting somewhere.
You know, it is highly illogical for you to try to ask out the boss's daughter.
Well, I almost didn't have to. Stuff was happening till you came along.
Well, that's not my fault. People said I had to get back on the schedule.
Well, could have taken one for me. That's okay. I think something's gonna happen.
You're a liar.
Call me a liar?
I am calling you a liar.
I'm gonna ask her out.
I'll bet you $10 you don't.
10 whole dollars. You're on.
Could I get a location where you might be a little unsettled to be alone?
The train station.
Great.
Do you know if this train's
I beg your pardon.
know if this train is late? I need to know if this train is late. I've got a very important meeting.
I do not know if this train is late.
I didn't mean to startle you there. Just got a very important meeting.
This train is usually 5 to 10 minutes late. You like a magazine while you're waiting? Newspaper? Junior mints?
Got me a junior mint.
Alrighty, thanks so much.
Break it 20.
Well, I'll see what I can do here. That's the closest I can get.
Would you like a junior mint?
No, thank you, sir.
You all right?
Yes, sir.
I was standing here before. Five to 10 minutes?
Usually 5 to 10. You know, we have a sort of a joke about it.
Is that so?
Yeah. That train, it always leaves Beresford on time. Right? And you think they'd have it timed out, but for some reason, always 5 to 10 minutes late. You know what we say?
Ghosts.
You must be from around here. We do. We say there's ghosts.
That's the joke.
Well,
Right. Ghost.
you know, they've seen them. The ghosts. We've seen them. I haven't seen them, but I know plenty of people who have.
On the train.
Yeah, ghosts on the train.
And they make the train late. By being ghosts.
If you're just going to make fun of me, I won't tell you about it.
Ghosts. So, why do you ride the train if there's ghosts on it then?
Only way to get anywhere, sir.
I assume you're not from around here. You haven't heard any of our local folklore.
No, I'm here for an important meeting.
Oh, is that right? With whom, if I may ask?
With real people. Actual human beings.
I bet I know who you're meeting.
Very,
It's the Brody family, isn't it?
you know the Brody family?
Well, everybody knows the Brody family. Well, these people in this county, always making deals. But they continue to live around here. You know why I think it is?
I've been wondering that myself.
Well, it's the whole big fish, small pond thing. Around here, it's like they're some sort of kings and queens. But if they moved into one of the bigger cities, they'd just be another rich family. So they stay around here and just rub it in our face.
Well, if I get my way, hopefully some of that money will be leaving here and going to the big city after all.
Oh, yeah? What do you got? Some kind of real estate deal going with them? You don't mind me asking, do you?
I can't say much, but I've got an offer they can't refuse.
You're pretty young.
I am.
You got that youthful confidence.
The youngest man in my firm.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
It's a nice suit.
Thank you. Jay Periwinkle.
Ah,
Yeah, the finest.
I'll take your word for it. I'll give you a fair piece of warning.
Not about the ghost, is it?
No, it's not about the ghost. That Mrs. Brody, you keep your distance.
It's not Mrs. Brody I'm here to see.
Well, maybe.
All right. What's like
Hi.
what's like a fantasy or like a dream that you want to like have?
Sushi stop inside a train station with all the...
Wait, what? A sushi stop at a train station?
Yes.
I'm gonna take the sushi stop. Sushi stop. All right. So that is a dream. There we go. Boom. Thank you.
Happy 3-month anniversary.
Mwah.
You don't have to keep feeding me just because I don't know how to use chopsticks. I mean, I can eat with my hands. With the chopsticks if you want. So, I was talking to our roommate, and I told her that we were dating. And she seemed to be okay with it. I know you were concerned, that's why we were hiding it from her, but, you know, I don't think we're going to ruin the house because we're dating.
I already talked to her. Yeah, sorry.
Bethany!
I know, I thought you'd blow it.
Sort of thought I was going to blow it.
Because she always makes you all nervous in the knees, so I talked to her first.
Well, okay, she does make me nervous in the knees.
Because she is pretty.
Intimidating.
And bossy.
And bossy.
And that combination makes
very-
you very wiggly in the knees.
That's true, but let's not a commentary on us.
No!
No.
Just you!
No.
You're so great. Last night, you were sleeping, and not to be creepy, but I was watching you. And you know how you said that you don't snore? Your mouth popped open a tiny bit and you made a little whistle. Yeah, you went like this. Just like this. And like, you just went. I mean, it was so cute. I turned on my phone and started doing a video. I was afraid I'd wake you up to the light.
No, you didn't.
It was so cute. I had to.
Let me see.
Okay, I sent it to my mom. Yeah, I knew she'd love you. I knew it. She's afraid my heart will get broken, so I sent her this so she'd know it couldn't.
You didn't tell our mom about our sex life, did you?
No, but she's super sex savvy, so she just knows.
Weird?
She wants me to have a healthy sex life.
Well, I know, but like, you know, I'm a man and, you know, you're a woman and normal stereotypical gender roles would dictate that I should be the one who's the more dominating person in our relationship. I don't know.
It's 2017. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying.
Somebody have a caterpillar roll?
Oh, that was
Thank you.
Bethany.
Oh my God. Johansson. I didn't know you were Japanese. I don't know if that is a word or not.
What?
Scratching.
I never heard that word.
Scratching. It's like after you scratch something, it was scratching. Because I can get a lot of points for that. Oh shit! It's scratched! It's scratched! Oh, sorry.
Is he back yet?
No.
Okay, because I'm almost done.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm almost done, so it would, okay.
Why do you gotta say that all the time? It's scratched, like you scratch something. Scratch it. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, it's like I checked my brain at the door or something. Hey.
Jenny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Just.
I could take the ED off if you don't like it.
No, it's okay. It's
What's
not about
my
that. It's
point?
not about that.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So I have to ask you something.
You what?
I have to ask you something.
So ask me something.
It's important.
Okay.
Okay. Do you like puns? I mean, do you like puns?
No.
Oh. Okay.
They're like the lowest form of
Okay.
Hey, I like puns!
Oh, whatever.
Hey, I'm almost done back here. Is he back?
No, he is not back.
I'm almost done!
Stop bothering us. You're bothering us.
Almost done.
We'll tell you when he's back. You'll know because he's got a big fucking voice. Jesus Christ. Like,
oh, no. Was he back? Nobody told me he's
I'm
back.
so sick of Stan, Jenny. I'm so sick of him.
yeah, well.
I bet he likes puns. I bet he's the kind of guy who tries out puns alone in the
Oh,
bathroom.
God, in front of a
In
mirror.
front of a mirror.
Oh, God, Jess, please. No.
Yes.
No. Yes. No, Jackie, no. No,
You'll
Jess.
never look at him the same again.
No. It's like knowing a filthy, dirty secret. Like he jerks off to Women's Daily or
What did you say?
something. He jerks off to Women's Daily?
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah, or like Reader's Digest, somebody who gets hot for a family circle.
Go ask him $5. $5.
No.
$5.
You ask him.
No, I don't want to see his face.
I don't want to know this. This is information I don't want to know. It'll make him completely intolerable. He might as well tell me like he rubs his penis against a paper bag before he puts his lunch in it. I just don't want to know. I don't know. It was you. Hey, you had a funny look in your eye.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I saw it. Your mouth opened a little bit, and you had a
funny
funny
look
look
like
in your eye.
avoid No.
Like that, yeah. This is, you know what your void face looks like? This is your void face. You lower your eyes a little bit, you look away. This is what you
know
do.
me
No,
the
this
way
is
you
what
know
you
me.
do.
Now,
What, like,
stop it. Stop.
Hey!
you know he is not back yet.
185 sporks walk into a
Oh, no.
bar.
Oh,
We don't serve your kind here, right? Wait. And the sporks say, "Fuck you," huh?
What is like a human flaw or weakness that someone has? Jealousy.
Love.
What? Love. Love is, you know.
I like that bit where you bend over.
That's not funny.
I know, it's so inappropriate. And yet, I like it.
You should apologize to him.
Your ass?
No, to him.
Right. Sorry.
Very late. Where have you been?
Ew, I thought it was early because you're still doing that. I had a meeting.
That's very vague.
I know, I'm a woman of mystery. What have you got in your refrigerator?
Charlize, I have been fasting for the last week. I have nothing in my refrigerator.
You have an old melon, some French mustard, and that is all.
Charlize, please do not touch that melon. That is my celebratory melon when I break my fast. I buy it, and it's hard as a rock, and I just let it ripen while I'm fasting.
I think you've been fasting too long based on the state of that melon. Let's check the freezer, shall we? Oh, blessed day. Hello, my little pet. You forgot this was in there, didn't you?
Is that a Hot Pocket?
No, it most certainly is not a hot pocket. You would not hear joy in my voice if it were a hot pocket.
Well, what did you find, Charlize?
I found Haagen-Dazs. And I am a happy, happy girl.
I'm sorry, I forgot about the Haagen-Dazs. I'm sorry.
I am grateful and praise you.
Charlize, you really shouldn't be here. This is a very crucial time in the fasting process. This is generally where transcendent things are going to happen. They do happen. And right now you are breaking this. You are lowering me down to a plane that I don't want to be on. Charlize, do not touch me. Do not touch me. Don't touch me.
Technically, I'm not actually touching you because I still have my thigh-high boots on.
Charlize,
And you're wearing clothes.
stop touching me.
So, and I have socks on, because otherwise, yuck. So, I would say, I'm not really touching you.
Look, you've got to go, okay? This is really important. Do you understand? It's really important.
How important is it?
Oh, Jesus!
It looks like I have a shag.
It looks like I'm trying, but not succeeding.
I am
Can you give me an object that would be handed down from generation to
Ring!
What?
Quill instead of bread. Quill.
She looks great to me. Uncomfortable, Brad?
I'm sorry, I used your name, Brad. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
Look, you can just let Brad go, okay? His family has no money, okay?
That is not true.
You can just, it's like really, he's just...
I have some money,
No,
all right?
it's okay.
This is the first time you guys have been kidnapped?
Yes?
Are you having to normal people? No, I haven't been kidnapped.
How much money you got, Brad?
You and I both know that this is not about the money.
Brad is a college student, mister. He doesn't have any money. He's in debt. He is the opposite of money.
This is not, we should just stop talking. You can't figure out where the quilt is if we don't say anything.
Brad, you want to leave, don't you?
Of course.
Where the fuck is the quilt, Brad? Where the fuck is it?
Please don't hurt him. Oh!
Oh, sorry about your head. You okay?
Sorry, sweetheart.
You want to see your sweetheart in a puddle of blood on the ground? I need to know where the fucking quilt is!
Okay, so listen. So if I knew where the quilt was, like, I would tell you so fast, like, I don't give a shit about the quilt, okay?
She would tell me. She told me your name. She's told me almost everything, so that means you know where the quilt is.
Or I don't know where the quilt is, and you just have kidnapped two people who don't know where a quilt is.
Brad, you said you knew it was about the quilt. How many people get kidnapped? No, this is probably about the fucking quilt.
I don't know, I've never been kidnapped before.
I'm right here.
All right. I am now going to call down the shadowy figure, Stephen M. Everybody give it up for Stephen.
All right, we have 8 scenes tonight. To remind you, what we're going to do is, during the break, you can text this number to vote for the one you want. 415-662-0492. This is going to be set up in the lobby, so during the break you can remind yourself of the scenes. The scenes, the first one was the 3-way birthday. The 2 guys waiting for the other guy to join them for their birthday date. The second one was the general's back, gotta ice that back. Third one was like father, like son. Little romance going on. She's concerned that her no good buddy, no good father, may be like the son. The next thing was the train station. He's got an important meeting, but these trains have ghosts, so they always run 5 minutes late. Next one was the 3-month anniversary at the sushi stop, where they're concerned about the roommate until they admit they've already told her. The 6th one was 2 pun haters. They hate puns, but their coworker loves them. Number 7 is praise Haagen-Dazs. He's very religious. He's on a fast. He wants his melon. She wants the Haagen-Dazs and a little something else. And then finally, where's the quilt? The kidnapping story. So they'll be laid out for you, so you can remind yourself of them. I'll put them there right now.
Awesome. And with that, we are going to take a 10-minute intermission. Please head on over to the salon area, get yourself a frothy beverage, a nice cool beverage. There is another show that is going on down the way, so if you could, other than obviously going to the restroom, if you could sort of stay out of their lobby area and stay in ours, that would be much appreciated. All right, we'll see you soon.
I'm not here to see Mrs. Brody.
Well, we'll see.
Whiskey?
Of course.
Well, I hope you can stay with us for a couple of days.
Oh,
You know, my wife is holding a shindig here this evening that is going to be fabulous.
I'd love to, Mr. Brody.
You know what? I was thinking, you know what is wrong with the world today?
No, tell me.
There's too many people in it. Why, just down the street there used to be this cute little market. And you know what's there now?
Apartment buildings?
A tobacco shop.
Okay.
Can't anything be sacred anymore?
It's interesting coming from one of the best real estate moguls in the business.
You know what I think about real estate? Real estate has made my family rich.
And that's it. No love of the deal. Love of the creation, molding the world that we live in.
Now, my boy, you need to think with your head, not with your dick.
I guess sticking with my dick has got me pretty far.
Ha! I really think I got a picture of him this time. I rode the train back and forth 4 times. I really think that I got a picture of him this time.
Thomas.
You're his son, Thomas Brody.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, well, I'm Jacob.
No.
Okay. Jacob Flanagan.
Jacob here is going to be staying with us for a few days, Thomas.
Probably. Have another place for me to stay.
Thomas has his head in the clouds. Damn.
I really think I found something this time.
I'm sure you do.
I'm telling you, Dad, on the 4th trip back from Marisburg, there was this moment, right when we came out of the tunnel, where it should have gotten brighter, right? Because we were back in the sunshine, but it didn't. It stayed dark for a second, Dad, I swear to you. And I looked around, and then I looked into the window, and I saw a reflection. There was a person behind me in the window, but when I looked back, there was no one actually behind me. So I took a picture of the window.
Why don't you head up to your room and get changed, son?
Ah!
Well, people startle easily in these parts.
Not my room.
He's talking about the ghosts on the train?
I'll have my wife set up a room for you.
Oh, thank you.
You'll have a place to stay over in the West Wing.
Well, that sounds fantastic.
It doesn't get a lot of use, but it'll be fine.
Hopefully, even though real estate isn't maybe your passion, hopefully you'll be able to use your mind on this deal I have for you when we talk about it. Make you some more money.
What are you suggesting?
Darling, who are you talking to?
Oh, nothing, honey. We have a house guest who's going to be staying with us for a little while.
Jacob Flanagan.
I'm sure you could have plenty of time to introduce yourself to my wife.
Paul, are you keeping secrets from me?
Would you like a drink, dear?
Mr. Flanagan.
Pleasure to meet you, Mrs.
It's
Brody.
a pleasure to meet anyone who comes from anywhere that is not this small, pathetic little place where we live. Our happy little lives, isn't that so, Paul?
I'm going to let you set up our house guest.
Oh, you're going to let me set up the house guest. Thank you, Paul.
Before our lovely shindig this evening.
I think that I will have Irene set up the room, if that's all the same to you.
Well, you know what happened last time with Irene. But
Mr. Flanagan,
whatever my wife
Yes.
says goes.
I'm so ecstatic to make your acquaintance. And I hope you will stay for a very long time.
Well,
Here you are, Mr. Flanagan. Come in.
what was it? Irene?
Irene, yeah.
Irene.
So this is to be your room, I understand. The West Wing is quite quiet. I hope that's okay with you.
That's perfect.
Fine. I think you'll find the king-size bed quite comfortable. If there's anything you need, just holler and let me know. I'm usually about.
What's going? Why is there a light on over here?
Porter, we have a guest I'm tending to him.
We shouldn't have any guests in the West.
Porter,
Who are you?
Jacob Flanagan. Oh, yeah.
I'm tending to it. If you please excuse us.
It's bad luck, you hear? Bad luck.
Porter,
You shush me every time I say it, but this side of the house is bad luck.
Nice to meet you.
I apologize for that.
Fine. It's fine. There seems to be a lot of superstition around here.
Folks don't get much education, I'm afraid. Makes them superstitious of things that don't exist.
You've been with the Brodies for a while, I assume?
Yes, sir, I have.
And,
Since Mrs. Brody came to the house, I came with her.
oh, you came with Mrs. Brody.
That's right, sir.
And Mr. Brody, I have an important meeting with him. We're going to be talking about some business, and I was just wondering if you have any ideas what he likes, or?
Oh, I'm sure you'll discover just fine, sir. He is fond of bourbon. Here, you might enjoy a bit of fresh air in the evening.
Well, thank you very much, Irene.
Irene, it's a pleasure to help you, sir.
So I'll be in the West Wing all by myself then?
For now, sir, yes. But you'll find that we're not far away.
All right, and there's a shindig tonight.
Yes, sir.
Been very helpful, Irene.
Frequently a party here, or some soiree, shindig, or other festivities of some kind. Mrs. Brody's quite fond of them.
Well, fantastic. I assume they'll bring my bags up later?
Porter's gone to get them already. He just had to come and look at you first. He's back.
Hopefully you decided to bring my bags anyway?
I did not, but I'll get them.
Please don't pay him any mind, sir. I apologize.
Huh. What an odd family they have here. Yes. Mrs. Brody.
Yes. Are you all comfortable?
I'm fantastic. I'm just waiting for my bags to come up if Porter decides to bring them up.
Oh yes, because this is quite unsuitable. You'll need to change.
Oh, will I?
Well, it's fancy dress.
This is a J. Periwinkle. You're looking for more of a party formal.
Perhaps Paul has something in his closet. You two are a size.
If he's accommodating, I'd be happy to.
Oh, Paul?
He seems
Well,
like
he would do anything to make you comfortable, Mr. Flanagan. I'm really not sure what you're so concerned about. I've told you that I'm perfectly capable of behaving myself.
Now, dear, when has that ever been true?
People change, Paul.
Do they?
People change.
Do
and people
they?
grow. Yes.
No, they do not.
Look at you, you've changed.
Have I?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, you were never quite so controlling and secretive as you have suddenly begun.
I am not any more controlling and secretive than I've ever been. It is just my nature. And you? Throwing a party.
Well, what else am I going to do?
On tonight of all nights.
What else am I going to do out here?
Well, throwing a party is definitely not among the top 10 things I would have thought of.
Why don't you tell me 3 things that you would prefer I do, Paul?
Deal with your son. He has decided to take himself a camera on the train. The boy is a relative journalist all of a sudden. As if he's shooting for National Geographic or some such.
I think he's adorable. Number 2?
Number 2,
You said 10 things. There were 10 things that I should do besides leave a party. I asked you for 3.
how about walk in the garden?
Oh, that's lovely.
It's not like the garden is getting any better. the more you ignore it.
All right. I will take an interest in my son, and I will walk in the garden. Anything else you'd like me to do?
Stop meddling in my business affairs.
Do you know something? You used to be much more fun.
Mother, Father,
Maybe I have.
Thomas, come.
I developed my pictures.
Oh, come and show me. Come and show.
I thought that they would turn out better. But the reflection in the window, it's just so blurry. But I swear to you, there was someone behind me.
Well, I see a little, sort of a shadow there.
Yeah, that's right there. It looks like a hat. It looks like a person wearing a hat.
It could be Thomas.
Daddy didn't believe me.
Maybe what you should do is try to enlarge it a bit.
That's a great idea. I'll enlarge it. Oh, I'm gonna go back to my dark room. Daddy,
Yes, Thomas?
you're not really going to sell that land, though, are you?
That land has brought us nothing but ill will.
I think it's a bad idea. You don't sell a cemetery, Dad.
Well, in this family, maybe it's time that we did.
That's a fantastic story.
Well, that is why I knew for the first time in my life that my money was my own.
It's a great moment when that happens.
My father was a very overbearing man, and as such I wanted to have as little to do with his inheritance as possible. But once I sold my shares in the paper industry, I found myself free from dealing with him and anything like him. No need to look for help. Pay attention here.
Of course.
If you excuse me. Please enjoy the
I'll have some of the bread.
yes, or the drink. The cognac, after all.
I assume that the rest of the family will be joining us for the dinner party?
Oh, certainly, Mr. Flanagan.
Everything's okay.
Oh, certainly, sir, yes. Can I get you something else to drink, sir?
Oh, you said you liked bourbon.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we'll try some bourbon.
Mr. Flanagan appreciates a man with his own likes and dislikes.
Well, that's good to know.
But if this is what you'd like, sir, I'd be happy to give it to you.
So their boy, Thomas.
Yes, sir.
He chases ghosts on the train.
It's a recent diversion, sir.
Well, thank you, Porter. Have a great night, Porter. I don't think he likes me very much.
Porter doesn't like anyone, sir. It's not personal.
What was he saying about the West Wing being bad luck? How could the whole side of a house be bad luck?
Indeed, how could it, sir? He's an old and feeble man, I'm afraid. He's been with Mr. Brody for many years, and I think Mr. Brody doesn't wish to send him on his way into retirement. Porter has nowhere else to go. It's the kindness of Mr. Brody's heart that he keeps him here. So I'm given to understand, sir.
Thomas? I'm not in your room.
Please go make my bed.
So, looking for ghosts on the train?
I found them, see?
Oh, my. Is that supposed to be a hat?
Supposed to be? That is a hat.
Oh.
That's a hat. On a head of a person who was not behind me, but was in the window.
Oh, you took a picture of a window.
That's right.
Were you wearing a hat at the time, by any chance?
Well, of course I was wearing a hat. But that's not my hat. That's not me. You don't believe me.
What would you do if you found a ghost, Thomas?
What would I do?
Yeah.
Well, I would do what anyone would do. I would ask it. You know, what's it like being dead? What else would you ask a ghost? I mean, how else would you know that? What it's like being dead? The only way you can know is if you ask a ghost.
I suppose that's true. I hadn't really thought of it.
No?
No.
What do you think about you and your fancy periwinkle suits?
Oh, you know periwinkle.
I do.
Huh.
My father gave me one for my 13th birthday. I didn't like it very much.
What do you like, besides ghosts?
No, I asked you first. What do you like?
I love creation. Creation in this world. Making deals, making things happen. Moving the gears of society.
That's pretty smooth talk. Mother.
Oh.
Mr. Flanagan, forgive me for being delayed.
No, no. Of course, we're having a charming conversation.
Mother, I enlarged it. Look, you can clearly see the hat.
It does look something like a hat.
It
Thomas.
does!
Why don't you see if they will print this in the Gazette?
Mother, do you think?
I think they might.
I'm going to go see if they'll print it in the Gazette.
Good luck to you.
You should think about what it is that you like. You know, a real answer.
Thomas hasn't had the sort of social environment that one could hope for a young man.
Well,
Please excuse his exuberance.
he seems nice enough. He's passionate about something.
Yes, indeed, it's rather close in here. Would you like to step outside for just a moment and get some air with me, Mr. Flanagan?
Are we not having dinner soon? I was under the impression we're having a dinner party.
Well, it seems that the guests are delayed.
Well,
I could use a cigarette.
I suppose there's no harm in that.
Mind a sill.
Oh,
It's beautiful out here, isn't it?
yes. Oh,
Mr. Flanagan, my father didn't raise me to mince words, and I'm going to get right to the point. I detest my husband. And I would do anything to see this little business scheme of his fail.
I don't seem to have a lot of friends in this house.
No, no, no. Because his failure could be your success.
Doesn't it bother you?
There are things outside of my control in the short term that can only be corrected in the long term.
I mean, but doesn't it bother you? Well, it bothers me. You know, this place could be the most beautiful place in the world if it wasn't for the people in it.
You'll recall, Mr. Porter, that I came here with Mrs. Brodie.
Of course you did.
And that's where my allegiance lies. So be mindful of the things you say about the house's occupants.
We're occupants in this house too, you know.
Are we?
We are. I'm your bloody husband. And I don't care how much you love her. You love me too.
Do I? You're an old man, Mr. Porter. There's things you don't notice anymore.
Is it? Is it the things that I don't notice? Is it the way that the two of them look at each other? The way he spits in his own drink every single time he pours the thing? Or the way she looks at him every single time he closes the door after he leaves? Now, I notice things.
Still, I think there's things you don't.
Such as? That's not fair. That's not fair.
I'll be going to my bed now, Mr. Porter.
It's not fair.
It rarely is with you.
It's not fair.
They didn't believe me. I know it's real. Hey, listen! I know you're real! I know you are! Every time I'm on that train, I can feel it. My skin crawls every time I'm on that train. I can feel you breathing right on my neck. You're making me look like a fool. Please. I know you're real.
So I brought him a tray for your breakfast.
Set it down right there.
You don't look well at all. You look a bit feverish.
I'm fine.
Oh, I see. So, you think that's a ghost?
I know it's a ghost. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Do you not believe in ghosts?
I didn't say that.
Look right there. That's obviously a ghost. Admit it.
Looks like someone I know. I'll be back for your tray later.
Irene, go make my bed. Right now.
Yes, sir.
Believe me. Fine.
Is it Jacob? I like that. It's nice.
You really don't like your husband, do you?
Not as much as I like you. So, just to confirm, you give him the check for more money than you can possibly imagine. He gives you the deed. A terrible check.
And I have your word that you'll tear the check up.
You have my word. You have more than my word.
I did it. Now you know. Now you know. She knows now, right? She believes me, right? Wait a moment, she's opening her eyes.
You've done good. You've done
Huh?
What a mess I'll have to clean up. Mr. Porter,
Yes, dear.
look at this terrible mess.
You've left blood all over the carpet. I'm going to be scrubbing that for days.
Wait a second. You see that blood?
I'm going to get a bucket.
Your mother would be very disappointed in you.
Wait a moment.
Is he already?
She thinks you're such a good boy, but you're very naughty. A great disappointment to everyone.
Mr. Brody.
Come in. Well, I hear you're coming to the end of your stay here.
Yes.
Well,
I'm sure you've read my initial proposal.
yes, I have. And I have come to the conclusion that I will accept.
Really?
Of course. Drink.
Of course. To progress.
To progress. And everything that it might bring. Cheers.
Cheers.
You know, I can't stand that corner store anyway. I'm glad you're going to be putting in a tobaccory down there.
Been drinking quite a bit.
You know, I say we finalize this deal right now.
All right.
I have the deed right over here in this drawer.
I brought my checkbook. Assuming check is okay.
I trust you. You look like an upstanding young gentleman.
Perfect. You have a pen?
Why, of course I do. This pen was given to me by my father. He was a great man, you know. I always wanted to follow in his footsteps.
Thought you wanted to be free of his inheritance.
Excuse me? You keep it. To many more wonderful deals in the future. And to progress.
Progress.
Gentlemen,
My lovely wife.
will you please excuse us, Mr. Flanagan?
Of course.
What did you say to Thomas? He is completely catatonic. I can't even get him to open his eyes. What did you say to him this time?
Our son has his head in the wrong places.
You would not listen to me when I begged you to get him help. Oh no, our son was perfect.
He is.
There's something wrong with that child, and you won't see it.
What is wrong with that child is us. Us.
My dear Paul, there is no us.
I know. And that is what is wrong with our child.
train at 6:30. You'll meet me there.
I wouldn't miss it.
Do you think I wouldn't have found out, dear?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Oh, don't be ridiculous.
We were just talking. We were talking about the train.
Don't you remember last time?
Mr. Brody, Paul.
Has Tom already buried her in the yard?
Yes, my darling.
Mr. Brody.
I've never let you down, darling.
I love this time of day. Before dawn,
Mr. Brody.
yet after dusk. Everything is about
I
to
think there's
begin all over again.
a misunderstanding.
I'm sorry, Jake. It's so boring out here in the country.
Mr. Brody, we can do whatever deal you need.
Oh, we will. Our son has been digging 2 holes in the backyard.
Mr. Brody, please. We can come up with all sorts of deals.
Oh. We'll be doing this again, I'm sure.
Well, I'm not here to see Mrs. Brody.
Well,
But thanks for the advice.
that's wise. It's a wise man who stays away from that woman.
How bad could she be?
Very bad. Say that's a J. Periwinkle.
Yes.
You didn't even notice the bullet hole in it, did you?
This weekend and next weekend runs of this show. Every show is obviously a different performance, so please come on back or tell your friends. And we're going to be along in the salon here in just a moment, so if you want to come over and say hello, we would love to see you. Thank you for coming out.